Good afternoon. My name is Samuel Franco, and I'm the conveyor of the Guatemala National Committee of Blue Shield. Our national committee began in 2012 when Mr. Julian Andruns, who by then was the chair of Blue Shield International, visited Guatemala, and he motivated us to organize our own national committee due to the vulnerability of the country. So we started organizing through ICOM. By then, I was the chair of ICOM Guatemala. So we organized meetings with the different ministries of the government involved in the Blue Shield activity, like Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Culture, Education, and other actors like the Red Cross, fire brigades, and civil protection agencies from Guatemala. So at this time, Casa Cojom is the cultural rescue center that I direct, which is the cultural emergency response regional hub in Latin America, sponsored by SER. Um, we operate in the main heritage regions of the country as volunteers by task or activity, working with local professionals from the ICOM, ICA, IFLA, ICOMOS, and audiovisual archives sector, who contribute with their personal expertise or infrastructure and resources of their institutions when they are required. There is no board, as the committee is not established as an NGO or similar, due to the lack of funding to cover the overhead administrative costs involved to support a continuous operation, as well as due to the lack of enough human resources willing to engage or be committed to a continuous operation as volunteers. We operate with logistic supports from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Education, National Civil Protection Agency, UNESCO, and other regional NGOs. Our heritage is very rich in archaeological sites due to the establishment of the Maya civilization here since 2000 years before Christ. So there is a lot of documentary heritage in that archaeological heritage, which involves codices and writings on stones. So also part of our heritage, very important, are the colonial sites that we have. Antigua Guatemala, where we are located, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site located very close to volcanic eruptions. So that's why we are so concerned about protecting our heritage, as well as having a historial of earthquakes that forced to move Antigua Guatemala to another valley. Our intangible cultural heritage is also very rich due to the syncreticity of the cultures, where we see a lot of expressions which are indigenous and also with the influence of the Spaniards. So we have marked some sites with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Cultures. We have been able to mark sites with the Blue Shield emblem and the Hague Convention of 1954 message of cultural property protection. So our best recent achievement, we could say, continues to be training, capacity building, strengthening the capacities of professionals in the field, in the culture sector, as well as civil protection sector, and also conducting activities with museums and archives and about training, and also mapping, which has been conducted with the support of the Cultural Heritage Monitoring Lab. So we have been able to map many sites. So I would say another best achievement has been the networking with the regional culture sector, the civil protection sector, also with technology stakeholders like Starlake, Iridium, and of course the international institutions related to culture, especially with the Cultural Emergency Response SER, who has been funding our projects, and most of Blue Shield activities have in the last 4 years have been funded by SER funds, as we are the regional hub in Latin America, as well as having the support from ICOM, ICA, ICOMOS, ICROM, UNESCO, and the Smithsonian Cultural Rescue Initiative. So this is our contact, and we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.